January 25th, 2022. Want to do a quick video as quick as I can here because it's cold and I gotta get moving. But this is a hinge cut slash just a cut down revisit about 3 winters ago. And this is what it looks like. Now the owner has had me out and we walked it and we evaluated it. The deer and the bucks are not quite using it like he would like, so we need to fix it. We walked it and there's lots of dead ends in here throughout this section anyway. If you look back on the video I did some updates, or I did some progress reports during that video, and this is what it looks like in the winter anyway, 3 years later. Now deer are in here and there's lots of nice shoots coming up from the stumps and from the cuts. There isn't any defined bedding in here, which that's what I'm going to work on. Also going to work on the dead ends and getting a little bit nicer flow. There's a swamp right here and it kind of goes along all three sides, and then he's got a food plot on the north side of this. The north side of this cut is a little bit thinner, and the deer looked like they used that a little bit better. But in here is pretty thick and lots of dead ends. There was a lot of bigger trees in here that I remember cutting. A lot of big maples. So I'm going to come back through, cut the dead ends, get some more maize going through here, and then very important to come back in here in July and get these trails that we want the deer to use. Got to put Roundup on them, or else they're not gonna really use it, just because they don't really know better. They know that it's thick in there, they know that they were in there, but they didn't feel safe and comfortable. We found a few beds in here, and I'll try to video as I go here, but it's really cold today and I just need to get started. I want to get going, but I'm gonna make a nice trail, nice wide trail. I'd like to get the tractor width wide all the way down the edge of this swamp and onto the end. And this swamp they have worked through in the past, but the bucks are skirting this whole area. And I think one of the reasons they're skirting is they're probably scenting, skirting. No reason to go in there and get all thick, and they're lazy. They're pretty lazy when it comes to that. They're going to skirt it. They don't really smell anything in there that they like. They're just going to keep on going. We need to give them a reason to come in here. We need to up the bedding, up the maize, ease of use, and licking branches, and more rut activity. Licking branches, scrapes, which found a few rubs in here, but there should be a lot more rubs. They should be in here hanging out, trying to find does that are in here. And maybe the does just don't want to hang out in here. There's a lot of deer around here, so I'm just going to get going. That's a quick update, and it's been long enough. Quick lunchtime update. Just trying to get the tractor through here, create more easier access for the deer along this swamp. So yeah, pretty good progress. I mean, it's slow going, of course, trying to get the tractor in and moving this stuff, but not too bad. I'm getting to the heavy stuff now. I'm trying to find a good way to get through there and not create any more dead ends. And I got some dead ends over here to fix. And there's a main trail pretty much down the middle of this, and I'm trying to link it to them. I'll have like 3 main trails. This one along the swamp, the middle one, and then the end one. One thing I've mentioned before, but I forgot to mention today, because I mentioned that the deer weren't using this like we would like them to. We would like them to hang out in here, and it's got daytime food, it's got daytime cover, but it just might be a little claustrophobic for them on this end. and there's just not enough escape routes and some bedding, and then create some more rut activity in here, getting bucks coming through here. That's why I'm making this bigger trail here so they can skirt this. At least they're coming in here, maybe pique their interest if we can get some doe bedding in the middle of this, and then get some licking branches and some scrape work in here. That's very important, again, to go back in July and do that, get those things made, get the dirt showing, get the ferns out of here. I'm sure this is really nice and thick come July, probably full of mosquitoes. But what I wanted to mention was it might take a generation or two of deer to get used to this big habitat change. This is a big habitat change. It went from just standing timber, seeing right through it, to not being able to see through it, and kind of, you know, weary of predators and stuff. Deer want to feel safe, they want to have food, they want to have cover, but they also want to feel safe, and they're kind of lazy. So it might take a doe that happens to come in here, and maybe she fawns a couple fawns in here, and they live here, and if this is their home, they'll keep coming back to it. And again, it might take a couple generations of that happening. And luckily for us humans, that we want things happening right now, luckily, you know, they have deer every year, and all out of them. So that's one good thing, is hopefully after the generations flip over a little bit, I suggested taking some alpha does out of here as well, some older does. You know, if they're 5, 6, 7-year-old doe in here and she doesn't like it in here, she's not going to come in here, and neither she's not going to bring her fawns in here, and the bucks have no reason to come in here. So long-winded, I'm done for today as far as video. I'll video again. This was long enough, and put this together and hopefully show you some results after I get a couple days in here. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Go to Rumble if you don't have YouTube or don't like YouTube. Go to Rumble. I'm going to post these videos on there, and check out my affiliate sponsors. If you click on there, affiliate sponsors like Giver, Scentlock, Scent Crusher, Bushnell, and you buy something on there, I get a small percentage of the commission, and I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment if you like it or don't like it. Tell me to go fly a kite. Appreciate it. God bless.